G'day and welcome to Aussie Vision. Today we are going to talk about the UK entry which has just been announced tonight. It's James Newman with My Last Breath. Right, Michael, what are your initial thoughts of this from the United Kingdom?
I've got to say, I quite like this.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I think this is a real step in the right direction for the UK. There was a bit of hype about the whole BMG in cooperation with BBC, and I think it looks like it's going to pay off. Is it perfect? Probably not. Is it a massive stride in the right direction for the UK? I think so.
I agree. This has been probably one of their best entries in years. Again, it doesn't have any bells and whistles, and it doesn't have like maybe a big moment that people think of Eurovision to be. But we've got a really quality songwriter here behind it who can sing, and it sounds like something you would hear on the radio. This feels like a kind of a Lewis Capaldi style, like his brother John Newman as well. Like you can hear it there, you can hear it on radio, and contemporary is good for the BBC in the UK because it's been a long time since they've done that.
Absolutely, and this, for me, because he is that singer-songwriter and has got credibility, it's very much jury bait, and juries will go for this.
Yeah.
You've got to respect the songwriting behind this. The chorus, I think, is fantastic. It has got that very odd little pause before we get to breath, which is, kind of a little jarring perhaps on first listen, but it does, once you get used to it, I think it's not that bad.
You only got one listen to Eurovision though.
Yeah,
the one thing is you remember it.
True.
And I think that's a reason. I mean, number one, you're breaking up what might be just a kind of general commercial song.
True.
Doing something a little bit different, something a bit memorable there, but I agree with you. I feel like this is definitely a jury song. Televote appeal might be a little bit less, but overall, for UK, they've been outside the top 20 for 4 of the last 5 years. So even if they can come a 14th or 15th or something, back where they were a few years ago, that's a step in the right direction. And you know what? If he does it, James Newman does it, he's a good songwriter with a lot of connections. The next artist, the next year. It might not be about this year. It's about the steps you take.
And I think that's what it's about. It's about a progression, and we're seeing a movement in the right direction here for the UK.
Yeah,
definitely. So look, I'm happy for them. I hope it does well for them. I think it, fingers crossed. I hope it does. But they're definitely heading in the right direction, as opposed to the other side of the channel this year, which probably had a completely different reaction.
But still, my main thing about the UK is, you're right. Number one, let's go recap. Step in the right direction. A good artist, even though it might not be it was never about having a mainstream artist. It was showcasing British music industry.
Yep.
And I think this does showcase an element of British music industry. And we've gone away from your Storms and your Bigger Than Us and your Electro Velvets. And we're a little bit back to maybe the Children of the Universe element we had there. Even a Lucy Jones, better than Lucy Jones,
they did
I think.
fall into the trap of trying to get a Eurovision song, whatever that is. All you need is a good song. It doesn't need to be a Eurovision song.
Yeah.
So just go for a good song. And I think they're kind of almost there on this one.
Yeah, it's great. And look, at the end of the day, they've done a great song. I still think Australia's better, so that makes me happy. Because you know what? We've beaten the UK 5 times in a row, and I want to go for 6. Sorry, Britain.
Let's just put the mocker on us now, I can see that.
You know what? They'll probably beat us now. We probably won't even make it to the final. But
Totally.
All right, look, I'm excited by it. Let's see where it ends up in our overall ranking. At the moment, it's comfortably in my 10.
Yeah,
Comfortably in my 10. It's a good song.
Yeah, likewise. Well done, UK.
Well done, UK. All right, we'll see you in Rotterdam.